Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, we gon' make you proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Voice, armies who really make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, we gon' make me proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for.
Yes, Fambulen, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok inside Komon-Tok platform. We know that. Well, today we get a very, very interesting topic. I'm sure plenty people are on the call for this topic, and we don't go the length and breadth for bring and come. For like we can, broke come. For like we can, do post-mortem. Like we understand a better one. But even for discuss, I will not just bring on alone. We make sure say we count people that we're familiar with these issues, and so that we get a rich knowledge from them. The topic today we're going to discuss, we talk about would I really they control the economy? Is it BON power or IMF or World Bank? Now somebody go say, how? This is an obvious question. It's not obvious because we know that in the police team behind the scene, and that make we ask for let these two people come. The opposition as well as the incumbent for let me can help we understand who that really, and we're not going to be the judge, the people there, and we're not going to just tap there. We go a little bit deeper on the neutrality of the ECSL boss, where we understand information on which we say possibly, potentially, that go ahead the ECSL boss, and somebody where we get interest by because we know say action will make a big difference in terms of peace and stability and development of the country. So we're not talk about development, we're not bring other players and we really feel say then get vested power in this one. Well, today now the 17th of November 2025, when I will introduce the two big men that are the building. My name is Mr. Komon-Tok. We can just stand for comfort on pardon.
Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salon. Anytime we you pay, anytime we.
All right. So first thing first, no parking, no waiting, not so. Well, as always, just a gentle reminder, we know waiting for do sharing is caring. Please consider or help the next person know about the program so that we all good in at the same page, not so. Now, first thing for love, you don't clarify something. Yeah. You get to call independence, you get to then call sovereignty. And today we can look at who that actually hold them pardon. We know clearly this now like a basic. We understand see we and see independence. Now for let you win yourself from external control. Whilst sovereignty, they actually talk about the power where you possess as a nation. But if we see that power, the other power, then they behind the controller, I think you get for ask the question, what is going on? What are they in control? Well, I'll use the first thing first by welcoming Honorable Honorable Umfa. Thank you again for joining the Komon-Tok. It's been a while. You get the platform. People are listening wide and far.
Indeed. Thank you, and pleasure for a day on this platform today. It's definitely a pleasure.
All right. And of course, we own Man Naya. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with him face. We're Honorable Abdul Munuru. You're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us now the conversation tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening to the entire listeners, and good evening to the people that we plan to follow up. And we know, yes, Muniru can always be around whenever called upon.
Absolutely, guys, you're welcome. But so, Fambu, like we're not able to put this in on the screen, but I will give you a context so we can understand exactly why we get interest. The International Monetary Fund begets with an extended credit facility way from 2018 to 2025. But they can't give you how much money they don't bump in a salon. And me and you know say there's nothing like free lunch. And we know when the money are come, then get within the system a charge conditionalities. Now, there was a program where they first disbursed from 2018 to 2023. The program was now $172.1 million. Now, in the first give 135, and now be roughly 172.1 million 2022. The disbursement will come from IMF, approximately, which we don't understand now, $224.5 million don't come. Now, for the World Bank, these are just a summary of the GUNA. For the World Bank, the total disbursement will don't Guinea Salon from 2018 to 2023. Now, 596 million to Sierra Leone. And why this is important? Important in so many ways, just like I say. But we want to understand, we come to, let's start with Munuru, because it's very, very important. Munuru, people don't accuse and say this policy of you just going to IMF, go to World Bank, it's like this is puppet allegation. Critics argue say that's go even on Boguna. Well, I mean, definitely they put pressure for Lunatic, some of the subsidies on a degree, and that will be an impact. It creates a huge impact. Would actually they control the economy? Is it because when they give them money, they are conditional? It is definitely. Who are really they in control? Is it the IMF, the World Bank, where they give them conditionalities there, or we as a nation we truly sovereign?
Well, really, we're sovereign because if you look at the constitutional provision, where in the 1991 Constitution, if you open the first page, they tell you about the sovereignty of the nation. When chapter 1, and inside chapter 1, you get section 1, 2, and 3, where give the total sovereignty of Sierra Leone. And one thing where you for know again, in addition, beside the sovereignty where we get to executive president, where they should say yes, we get with full independent. and they get the power for appoint a ministers. Where inside it, get the Minister of Finance, where since we discuss about the sovereignty issue, we they bring out money. They look at the Minister of Finance, where they serve as intermediary between that of government and other partners. And one thing I will make clear now the fact that for every year, government they make a budget, and this budget they capture waiting government they generate as a self fund for able run governance, and at the end of the day, waiting they come in as a support. And then support they are like where you rightly say, not a free lunch. We get 2 quarters. How did they come? Did they come one in form of a loan, and 2 did they come in form of a grant? The one that they come in form of a loan, the interesting partner that if you enable replenish you repayment plan, they're not going to continue for they give you more. So if you see that they give you more, now because you will pay back whatever you they take. Yes, it can be so alarming sometimes where we look at, hey, now this they don't take, now this they don't take. But the reality here is you have to get the pointers where they believe say you get for give back you returns. For instance, my brother Umfa, where I will use the opportunity for greet again. No say, oh, they gonna bank for loan. The bank go for assure say this loan owner they can't take now from this source we go for pay back the loan owner they take, or else they not go give you the loan at all. So equally so now so the international partners they are don't make we budget. Within this budget we get two stride. The first stride now the domestic revenue where we generate for run the country, and the second partner which they get in as support from donor partners. And now I don't make clearly say the one way they come as a grant where in you not go for payback now based on if policies the way they don't see and no say yes value they believe in what you don't portray to them, then say look, we support you. Whilst the other one they come in and say loan for make sure say yes we aid you up them, and we want for see how you go pay we back. If you not get that ability they for pay them back, absolutely they will not be giving you the loan. And one thing we need for know at the onset now the fact that some of them grants they are where they come, they don't even come as a cash where they hand over give government at once. They come in a line where government already identify specific project. They low take for instance the Mabam Bridge. Mabam Bridge, if you go there, they see the poster there where they show you say this is the support from so defeat or whatever. All the other development them they make it clear because now that's that they do. Then they come and give physical cash. All you need to do is to design your proposal. You tender that proposal to them for saying that this one do, and then pour in the money and see say you accomplish and do at the end of the day you go for pay them back.
All right, you mentioned something. Of course, you still get 2 minutes, but I will just jump into this one quickly. You mentioned, say, we are sovereign because we in our constitution. This is just theory. Everybody know that make with the hacks, but real behind the scene, we know the powers, and you also they talk about the payments we get for pay the payback. This is not the point to people they talk about. We know, of course, probably, I mean, honorable rep, we almost with the service. A lot of people they accuse the government now say both the internal as well as external actors and players financial institutions is more than 40%. So now go correct me if this is not true based on which I talk to. So it's even though this now a sovereign nation, but their conditionalities here, no, they make well. Because, for example, the subsidies where they will pull past certain things, just forget them, though they're more painful. So what's the point of us saying we are sovereign? This could be something where people generally argue. And we don't see many books there from the World Bank again, and from people that will actually don't work. I don't know if you don't read this book. There is a book called Economic Hitman by the name, it's authored by John Parkins. I don't know if you don't read this book. John Parkins, now one of the bestseller. We fortunate for get this platform. It don't, you don't go then TED show, you don't go BBC World News, CNN, or you just name them. It kind of this platform can't tell you the danger about them here, about taking money from IMF World Bank, because a part of the people who be they give them money then they for entire nations there. But anyway, thank you. I will just come up with if you get anything for hard, you want minutes more, or I can just pass the mic
Well,
to.
the only two are just like what they say. As a nation, we still they look for developed platform where we go desist from taking more loans. Like we don't begin see other Africa countries them where they purport because me nothing a purport they purport say yes they are living on their own self-generated economy, but in reality, no African nation no go tell we outrightly say that they live independently without soliciting fund from any developed country or their international partners. There, for instance, even if we take with border when Burkina Faso currently where the trend in terms of self-sufficiency, you didn't notice say a hinge on the help where they come from Russia. For tell you say he still has that support, that puncture where they come for a year run in governance. So equally so and so African nations on the run. Even without African nation, you go now abroad, you look at the listen news
Okay.
way that they analyze the economy of
Just
America.
yeah. I will just tap you on
Yeah,
that.
just on this line. Just on this line.
No, it's time done, Donald. We'll give the next person. Burkina Faso, I will kind of because I go there for go do investigative journalism for seven days. Yes, honorable. You said come now the picture now. I know where you go come out from because maybe sometimes you can condemn all the policies of taking money, but when I self building a power, some of them fear back would be really this taking money from not a new thing to our society governments thing. Why we they in this problem? And tell me about the debt servicing back again. If something that you will clarify people in terms of how much government saved it, and I'm waiting at the board. And if we not get chance, how now go do away with this one? What kind of power?
First of all, I want to appreciate the fact that you get me on this very important topic, and topical because we life and livelihood as alone hinge on what in government do with the resources that we government gets for the people of Sierra Leone. Of course, definitely you make it clear that economies are run by money, and who gives the money? They say they pay the pipe and then they call the tune. It's clear back say Salone a highly debt distressed nation. I mean, you ask the percentage, the exact amount now 42.9% of debt distress we economy gets right now. Okay. And of course, in terms of dollars, now $7.7 billion, $7.07 billion. But also like what the honorable be the state say, you get grants, and I will tell you back say World Bank typically they give grants more than loans, and the IMF now multilateral institutions they have to give you loans and they will extend you credit. And as we speak, Salone in total debt to IMF now $320 million, 320, 285, 900 and $285,900 million.
320
million, 285,900 US dollars. Now total debt standing to the IMF.
Okay, slightly higher than which I get now. Yeah, but anyway, go ahead.
So that's not the outstanding debt standing. But I'm glad we asked about sovereignty, and I will make this clear. Sovereignty belongs to the people, and the people them they give that sovereignty to government. And when government stop for doing the people they want, the people then get that responsibility for claim that sovereignty they back from government. So when government peddles about sovereignty, they borrow the sovereignty from the people of the country. So that is why it is important that when government they spend the people their money, the people themselves through their representatives in parliament, because now they represent them, therefore no say, now this would the government they spend money per, and if government they spend on the way how the people they want for them spend them, the people representative, and it doesn't have to be just opposition, it has to be opposition and all members of parliament for who call government say on are not responsible, on are reckless with your money. So it's unfortunate that the brother say country the way they claim say they don't depend on international institutions them and they just talk big talk. I will tell and say, and I want to tell we all say it is important, say we as Africans and African nations in Africa, for bold enough for boast of independence. And I talk about financial independence, because we cannot continue to rely on being interdependent on multilateral institutions, bank grants like the World Bank, and other institutions. Our nations in Africa, we therefore able to manage with us in a manner in which we will support the country and we will generate enough revenue. And I tell you back, say this, say most of the revenue that is reported that is being generated in Sierra Leone, a lot of them, they go to people in pockets and bank accounts. We get beaucoup cases them, we outstanding, we get people that work for government, they thief government money, they deposit into their accounts. So it tells you that if corruption, that thing will succeed on. And if corruption, I think we not to just lip service, not we as a nation ready for fate. Not to when we do opposition, no more we talk say we defeat corruption, but what we do in governance, when somebody is corrupt or somebody or an institution is corrupt, if we call out than for protect them, then borrowing and depending on multilateral institutions them will be a thing of the past. But we have to be committed to do that. We not for believe say we recant our governance or recant into office for enrich yourself. And that is what we are seeing now. And that is what it is so rampant in Sierra Leone. And
So
that undermine
what's not the concrete step owner would do? Because we all know how when people are in our position, they of course then can always say then can even present themselves as then an angel. But what's not the concrete step owner actually go do if we not get the opportunity for Canapa in terms of actually reduce this one? Because as you rightly talk, people and it clear each time we take money from them country there, them multilateral organization, yeah, it's a one step back, because it's not that generally the debt is bad, it's because of corruption that we see. Certain few people and will just sit down, then take their money. So what are the concrete steps owner would do for make sure say we completely avoid it here, given that we get so much resources, so much potential, we don't forget no business with anything we can call debts.
Yes, and secondly, we have to remember back, these loans are not free. They get interest rate tied to them. So over time, as long as the loan they go on, the more you get for pay more. So what you borrow is not what you pay back. So you go pay 2 or 3 times or 10 times of what you trust based on the percentage interest or the institution they give you. So of course, corruption, I think we a day on all levels of society. All levels of society. But clearly, for fight corruption, it has to start from the top. It has to start from the top. It has to start from the president. It has to start from the institutions that we get the responsibility for ensure say they fight corruption. And not to corruption where they can't fight, where they can't get them, they can't say I don't catch money, they can't put on a table, they display them. A lot of things are going on and negotiations are going on behind the scenes when it comes to corruption, people that have been caught with corruption. You have situations wherein people that don't catch in a syndicate of corruption, all man gets in really high, they punish them. I mean, the fact that people don't thief money, they come and say, oh, you don't thief this money, can't pay back the money. But we don't know say that they get any jail time on the money they thief. You kind of encourage corruption. Because one, if the person take government money, like them people, they open accounts, they open accounts, you go deposit money, then they use the government money. If they use their money, then they for do business. At the end of the day, when they catch them, they pay back the money they don't make profit on. Then you're encouraging corruption. So I believe say not to just for pay back what you don't thief, then people and they for also face other punitive measures them in terms of being jailed. Yeah, so the political protectionism way they happen, now they encourage corruption for perpetuate.
Thank you very much, Honorable. I'll just clarify. You mentioned, I don't know if I get you clearly, Burkina Faso do not get no loan. Do not get no loan with Russia. And like I say, I go there 7 days, they do fact finding. But hopefully by the end of this month, we go put the documents here. And I get journalists over the days we done at the country day. And so when I tell you say I don't get loan, now based on what I go gather there. So yes, and get cooperation, because they need some military assistance. Or in general, in terms of loan, we are not getting any record for it. Now, let me just put in, you waiting, Honorable talk about corruption, where it will be one of the factor where they lead for we take more money from people and because one cover more. What is the concrete, the points here is where people can find so offensive that even people that already catch live, they ref evidence there against them. But if they are connected to certain people, to certain powers, they know they do the nothing. In fact, there was a case where widely shared on social media. People are so embarrassed up to this point. The current Secretary General, when apparently then catch and live. This not to say they say not to I died. And we see how that case they come out. And not just tap and so they even give SLPP, a lot of people then they say this and so then they say na elite party with all those elites with all those professors, educated people and choose for go give parental. It just come to waiting Patrick Lumumba the same. They say in Japan, if you are caught in corruption, you kill yourself. In China, if you are caught, they will kill you. In Europe, if you are caught, they will jail you. But in Africa, when you come to Africa, if you are caught, they will reward you. What you will say?
Yes, this is not a challenge where we don't face year in, year out. From where the SLPP government, in blessed memory, Alhaji Ahmed Tijan in 2002, decided for institute an institution where we call today the Anti-Corruption Commission. More powers was conferred on the very institution again in the amendment we then do in 2008, and we even do more power again in 2013 because, for instance, in 2008 they even able to give the anti-corruption power for get the power for now prosecute. You know, say before this time prosecutorial power was only in the hands of the AG, the DPP, and the IG. But the amendment of the Anti-Corruption Act of 2008 will include that of the Anti-Corruption Commissioner for also get the power and mandate for prosecute. But the truth here is there is still some lacunas in the exercise of that law there. Why? Because, for instance, the Kami brother say you cannot feed the hands, you cannot buy the hands that feed you. The Anti-Corruption Commissioner is still being appointed by the president, and in fact, when in time done, I still the reinstate them. That don't tell you say yes, we still need forget independency of this institution because we want to see waiting we all could do as a country. We go really put we at the map for make sure say we country grow. And the measures where they use for punish corruption, me self they against them. For instance, we see outside poor teachers them display them a country tree, but we see outside members then still over how many 8 billion or more when I be a conspiracy between staff of the SLRA, staff of the Accountant General's office, and the likes of finance office. Waiting happen, we just begin seeing methods where they say refund those monies. Not to so we want students in there. Now, as parliamentarians, there are more emphatic efforts we need for bringing. If we don't give the power to the ACC for prosecute, we got for also bring the power where they also say we not for just fine you, but for they get both fines and concurrent imprisonment, because we don't see say the fine and recovery alone is not enough. So let we now add on to the anti-corruption in power with another amendment where they go concurrently with what imprisonment, because I believe say if somebody then catch you on corruption, you go knock 5, 6, 7, 8 years in prison.
Yeah,
When you come back, you don't forget.
I'm glad the way you come up with this one, see, we're not going enough, because like one key area where a lot of people feel embarrassed, and you don't need for be long now SLP, you just need for be a Sierra Leonean for the fact that SLPP with all those caliber of men and women then decide for go be parentary secretary general of one of the oldest, if not the oldest political party in the sub-Sahara, very powerful party. You what's kind of message? How people then go what's another go team up with people that we don't see on our social media all over? You know, it is just joke at all. I mean, or when I not say the people are serious, because I saw people and look at her with this kind of
what happened within the SLPP now the decision of the delegates. Like we can say in life, everybody gets their own personal integrity. Like where you rightly make a reference to Patrick Lumumba in statement. In Japan, where you corrupt waiting, you they kill yourself. In China, they kill you. But in Africa, waiting they happen, we hail them very people here because we believe say whatever corrupt resources where they don't get, they come back for can spend on we. When I make who they call them bra, when I make who they hail them out. This is not what we want to see. Like me, I can always talk up. I am a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. I don't condone anything that they will do that is wrong. But the fact remains, we need to strengthen our institution. And SLPP has been known for that. If you talk about the anti-corruption today, now we bring them calm in under Pakaba because we want for see say people are answerable. And when Anes by Koman come, in back try for add the power of ACC in 2008, where he give them the power of prosecutorial. And 2019 again, we also do another amendment under the SLPP for give the ACC more power. What do we need for do now between me and you? Now the commission now need for able establish a system where they will bring out another law into parliament where now they get concurrent punishment
thank you very much. Now we see why with this, because I will give another example. China, the agricultural minister a few weeks ago, days or few days ago, but also sentenced unto death because they're suspected and say he took money. But anyway, let's put down. Let's just count the last question on this part of the segment on this. You una government bad, and they say una as opposition, una part of government. But how far una they go for scrutinize even some of them lonia, or make sure say they not affect or no the body not become so hard? Because we understand say even the 5%, I don't know if you know 10% now, you could correct me, of import levy would they introduce on rice is one of the conditionality given by creditors, and to say, because that's they know say majority of Salon people, if not we all, rest now number one priority. Even if we don't travel, even our host now as a joke, you know. So what's una be done they do now? If not, una don't come people and they say una more like una they in bed with the government, are complicit in this. And another clear example of that, even the Auditor General, where for Pulang, governments not be get the power, they not be get the number. They rely on the opposition for pull the commission, the Auditor General and deputy. Yes, then 7 members there, and not to say not just talk. One of una member with a Timemco, within our interview we had, make it clear. He said 7 of una take $30,000, not to 300,000. No, we all for say wow. I mean, $30,000. That may be shock people and the media. We not just so what you go say una they in bed with the government, so not get much for say.
Okay, so let's see. I'll go unpack the questions that we ask. Clear. Firstly, you say if we call the government is a question. Times without number, so many occasions, all the time, we call government to question on government expenditure and the traveling of the president, the over-bloated wage bill. Would all recommend for letting reduce them from all this government coming to prominence. They're not even give a decent ear to that. Instead, they continue for add-on and more offices. But also, you talk about corruption. I'm happy the way my colleague now talk about the corruption level in the country. And it's clear that this government really don't fail the fight on corruption. Clear that this government gets corruption at all levels. It's clear that this government even not compensates people that would offend themselves wanting in terms of corruption. And I always talk about also the problem of corruption at Salon back. Aside from the fact that this government really corrupted or proven to be corrupt, we also get a people factor when it comes to some of these laws. So yes, we can have the finest law in parliament when it has to do with punishing people, but the people factor always the impact, because when we make some of these laws, not so just penalties in terms of fines, it is say and or the time in prison they attach to the imprisonment. But like how Honorable Muniri say, we probably need for say we probably not for put the or, we for remove the or, we put the fine, the penalty, and the fee. But if the law say and or, it means the commissioner can use both. He use both. You don't need for go parliament again for say parliament get for go do and make a more stringent. The commissioner can use both.
So or they inside the
and stroke or.
Okay.
Yes. So all of the laws they will get now and all. So the penalties them get for go. You pay and go jail, or just pay and walk home. Because when you pay and walk and go home, then you come back for do another day, or you go educate another person, or you not go even you encourage another person to do the same thing. So I believe say they get for use and let's come to the Auditor General removal. We all know say the Auditor General removal now because of what he called to question what happened at the office of the president. The receipts there, the fake receipts they wouldn't give of the hotel they wouldn't go. So if that Auditor General did a removal because of that reason, just the fact say she was suspended, it tells you that this government of failed the effect on corruption. It's clear. But also, we self as people of the country, we level, we moral compass also na something we need for envisage. Because like how other Muniro states, the delegates in our SLPP convention, they're not for the elect Samande as a secretary general. But again, they elected him the general because he say, now he get the medicine for APC. Now he will do this to APC. Now he pull members of parliament at APC. Now he bring other members of parliament at APC. Now he make them get speaker of the house. So we encourage corrupt practices. We let people know they go against the constitution. And indeed, the Aglado State say, SLPP was known to be an elitist party, but that moral, that level day of threshold, this their own government under the presidency of Julius Maada Bio, retired brigadier, they don't fall below the ebb. And it's clear why every time, even in the last election, the people are not the one for letting come back in power.
Okay, so that makes people say when are they in bed, because even when you talk about the Auditor General, if not to because on our support, perhaps maybe for still talk about that. But anyway,
no, but give me a second. I'll make it clear about say even the people that will support them, not even get the audacity or even the manhood for come out and say that they support that. To date, it's still in limbo of who that votes in favor of the SLPP for remove the Auditor General.
Okay, not to the topic this, but I just ask you because without Honorable Aminata Naya, we on the same issue. It's still not they investigate. Are you guys still investigating on that issue today?
No, but you know this is the thing. Let's give for example what just happened at the US when it has to do with the government shutdown. The Democrats, when they in favor of the government for open up, they said that they vote for let the government open up and they not hide. So they talk say if you're a politician, you're a leader, I don't think where you party for investigate. If you be a leader enough for say I voted for the removal of the Auditor General for the reasons, yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's
not talk about 77K because 77K not for be applicable if you do the right thing, if you believe say you do the right thing.
Okay.
So these people are just not get the moral compass for say now this are they do, they always hide. And some of these things we need to frown out people who they do that.
Okay. Will they take short break? We'll come or they can on the other side of the program. They can just
yeah. Oh yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tangawa.
Okay. Yes, so family we don't kind of the other part. This part now we can look deeply into the controversial ECSL acting boss with Edmond Sylvester. It don't day on the news for many times. And one of the key things where we know, where we see one that was a audio where a leak audio, or maybe purported to be a leak audio, where clearly back then in 2023, if they make it clear say the one side, where be raised question about integrity and about neutrality, because we understand or believe say when you did an organization in the institution in the, you for be even if you get a party heart, and also then the vote, but they can endorse technically another. and we don't see and boku information on the filter say na in the wangi. So people in our social media then they raise concern say, I mean, they not trust them because they not say neutral. What you go to both in candidature, Monoro? I'm sure you like the country because if I actually do you love the I know they ask that question because I know the answer. People then they worry because we see what happened 2023. He end up for waiting and say ANU agreements for national unity. And up till now, people in the state they talk about electoral justice. In fact, tomorrow we'll get another program here on electoral justice. So we don't want future election will come on another electoral. ANU, and that starts with the people that will demand the election. What you take based on the arguments? I'm sure probably say good area and the media.
Yes, I don't hear him and I don't dey follow up because one thing what you always say na that the election of the electoral commissioner or appointment of the electoral commissioner not to a sole prerogative number of the president because it is done in consultation with other political parties. And once that may come up, the political parties then get right for nominate somebody where they feel say yes, this person is fit for purpose. Because the good thing where we dey always say na that if an electioneering system get problem, it affect we country in democratic credential. And if you affect we country in democratic credential, then thing they affect the general populace of this country. But the other thing we for do without any fear, we for do with sincerity and the fact that as representative of the people, we for continue for the inform the people them the facts with issues. Because if we not do that, all this electoral justice, electoral this, electoral that, they cause tension in the country. Me and you know say in Africa, for instance, or the world, though some exception dey to the law, once an election is announced, that person becomes the leader automatic and they get control over all the apparatus. On the side of the electoral commissioner, the statement will be make, yes, some people view her as bad, but when we look at the statement and do some postmortem in the statement, all he was trying to say was, yes, let nobody get any fear for say this election where they come go be dangerous or fearful. No, he made it very clear that all the election we don't pass na saloon, they equally be like the one there where they come. All we do they do now some modalities
I think you refer to this recent statement we make. We refer to the statement we make prior before the election they take place. And there was also a picture, widely shared picture, the gesture of Manabu in that's five more. We see all the commissioners and be maker, and they're still there in same place. So now that to the time for the parallel. You know, they said the internet no they forget. So people enjoy they count them pictures and they count them video circulate on social media. Continue.
Yes, you go be an electoral commissioner, but you not get power for turn election because election has its own credential, it has its own roadmap. When we say voting, they happen at the ward, now the counting they take place, now the everything they take place before it come na the commission. So you as electoral commissioner, you know, just like an umpire waiting at the field. You need to take ball, you send inside the net to somebody. No, the ball, now the player, now the kicker for himself, where they win. So me no will get any fear in whether me I go put for self as electoral commissioner. We still beat them as a party because we believe so we get the vote, we get whatever it takes.
You lost on record because, like I said, the internet and they forget. If they say for support for G Edmund Sylvester, the chairmanship, you support the endorser, correct?
Like what they say, that they not to me mandate. The mandate now from the political parties, then they do a recommendation, and then the president in consultation.
In your opinion, as a citizen, as a member of the SLPP, will you support him to be the boss? If he
I don't know him personally. I don't know him personally or hold anything for him personally. Waiting me know whosoever comes there as a commissioner not get any role where they play na the election for interfere with them. Because in just for announce the result, you get the staff there when they conduct the results and everything. In only responsibility now in they don't give the premium interference role for make sure say that county who don't do na the ward, that county who don't do na the constituency, we collate all to district and regional level, we submit them and he announce. That is the role. So it don't matter who that did. Wetin matter na that me and you wey dey go vote for no say we are voting for Sierra Leone, for no say these are the development that has occurred that we are voting for. And once that result dey comot clear, no commissioner get power for change am between me and you.
Okay, thank you. I'm not saying I say your answer. That's fine. Now I'll bring you Honorable Mfa. Again, the same question with the same guy, and I'm not saying
so me definitely I want disagree vehemently with Honorable Muniru here. Clearly, history also show that the electoral commissioner, that is the chief electoral commissioner, don't announce results them we not get from the district, we not get from the region. In the last concluded election, 60% was announced when people then still in at the police station and the district, then they try for collect their numbers and they. So yes, ideally, electoral commissioner, that is the chief electoral commissioner, not will make up a result. But in Sierra Leone, Mohamed Kone made up a result. The decent thing we don't do, even though, yes, he should have resigned a day after a call result day, or a day, or a week, or two, or even after we said that tripartite agreement, that national unity, he should have resigned then. But of course, now he say he need to go back for another term. So technically, even the other commissioners, they will work under, they're not for day that commission day again. And this is now a message to Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. That if you believe, say, you didn't have that commission day for rig elections, know that you'll be counted. You see, the TRC report was very clear. It's clear by why would then go now Lome that 10 day for go make that court day for law get peace in Sierra Leone. And indeed, we make and say nobody enough for be seen undermining the peace of Sierra Leone. But what in ECSL law do consistently is they've managed to undermine the peace of Sierra Leone. But we as an opposition, because we love the country so much, even though we are bashed so much because we go to parliament, we say, okay, let's swallow the blood and go back in parliament in the interest of peace in Sierra Leone. That is why when you go across the social media space, every APC member will say they will not take the nonsense will be happening during the last elections. So if you ask me, and my Alpha should not be the chief electoral commissioner. If you're not even for day with electoral commission right now, because they all serve as commissioners, they all contribute for announce a fake result. Where we as a nation, they continue for deal with now. And also one disagree with Honorable say, this president not ever write a consultative letter asking what's in the opinion of the APC in all electoral commissioners and we don't appoint. All now by information. And when we go to parliament, they argue say consultation not mean say if for right. The constitution clear say they should be consulted. And for record a consultation through legal entities or respectable institutions where they represent people, the best way for do them now through a letter. Because if you make a phone call to me and I answer say yes, I receive a call from the president, how you go to justify that day to the Secretary General if the call went to the leader of the chairman of the party? It should be as a form of letter. Say, I have this candidate. What do you think about this candidate? We are vetting this candidate. And if those parties have reservations about those candidates, then party then they go register their reservations about those candidates to the president. And all of their reservations and they should be made public before even they make them, before even the president appoint that person, so that the general populace go no say, yes, now the reservation this way APC get, now the reservation this way Unity Party get, now the reservation this way C4C get or NGC get, if them party then they still exist. So I say the president not ever consult with the APC when you want and put somebody, but he's been consistent in doing that.
So
but
is there
again,
any power the opposition gets for challenging there, or just probably
through parliamentary debates and through the votes in parliament? And it is not a two-third thing. It's not a two-third thing for determining if you be electoral commissioner. So if it was a two-third thing, then it will be something that will be very serious and probably will be taken more seriously. So probably the constitution need for be clear about that when they revisit the review and amendment of the constitution.
So basically, what you are saying, if this current ECSL we questionable, if the matter bill eventually appoint for be the boss, it go through the parliament. Is that what you're saying?
There's a big possibility because we have 81 APC MP, SLPP MPs. We have paramount chiefs that always vote for the ruling government. Then we have 52. You understand? So it will go. It most likely go because I only want. But let we register this. What in Mohamed Kone do will never repeat in Sierra Leone. And anybody when a commissioner choose for do that day, he get himself for blame. Any commissioner will choose for do that in the future of Sierra Leone, he get himself for blame.
What do you mean he get himself for blame?
Because he will be held accountable. He will be held accountable for his actions. Because and what I tell you about whole accountable, we have a history in our country that we don't want to revisit. We have a history in our country for law and ensure so we keep the peace of our nation. And that responsibility they on all shoulders. So if people that are in institutions of government, when they believe say government not put them there, they believe say that they hide in them behind them shadows and they for do wrong thing, they will be held accountable.
All right. Okay. Now we just I don't get to your own partner. The last one we will just put because we're not going left for now out. We'll not talk about this epidemic. Well, some people it's a pandemic where they cause a lot of problem. The Kush. We as a platform, few days for yesterday, we go now Wellington. We organize. We get permission, police clearance from police. We spend considerable amount of money just for organized sensitization, which sometimes it will be better like give other people in rather than just put and so. We not so then project gender we want can go na salon. So what are you guys doing? Let's start with Monoro, Honorable Monoro. The Kush don't become even more.
Yes, before I go, let's just take 1 minute and talk about the Electoral Commissioner something. One thing we know at this junction are that the Electoral Commissioners them always where we give don't even become disadvantaged to we. For instance, SFP appoint Christiana Top, now Christiana Top announced result to SFP loss. APC appoint Unfa Ali, now Unfa Ali appoint make APC loss. For instance, I announced the result. But low left down the low country the Kush they talk about. Now, the Kush now troublesome issues now we country where we see we youth man them, we see we picking them. We all get worried, and as a government, we don't try for CC. We try for decriminalize the takers of the drugs. Now I make instead of call them perpetrators, we call them victim, and we don't establish a home for them now. Freetown here, and as well we don't do the branch na Bo. We likely another branch go in na McKinney because we want for CC we rehabilitate them and bring them back to society. It's still difficult because like when you look at
if I can jump in, I understand say police they arrested. I know because like I said before yesterday, they organize a program na Wellington. In fact, the Kush victim, they are glad the way you call us now. So we say call themselves by the program. You will just align because we want take us we take us a victim there. Some of them they highlighted na nets because police and go there and put we make arrangements anyway. So now only when police and return, now most of them they can't take the food. They said because if they go there, they arrest them. Is this something where how that will help?
Any police will do that, you are acting ultra virus because the law very clear say they are victims. Now if you see government is spend by the millions of leons as they speak, we don't get a holding center for them na free way then at the PTS training. We started the training military there. We don't get the other one established na Bo. Why? Because we don't try for demarcate. Say yes, not to then they sell the drugs. Then are just victims the way they buy, and because then are victims, then we don't see how sympathetic and disastrous this particular thing they go. It go surprise you for no like what you say no more. You dey watch you come people man, they are alive, they don't rotting. Who something they will painful reach that kind of particular situation and day. If you dey alive, you dey take medicine where they for put by diamond for Caesar no rotting. You dey alive, you take and that you don't rot already. This now a clarion call where the president don't do one by declaring Sierra Leone a state of health emergency and only stop day of 2 weeks ago or so. It don't make a back another national call for say yes, this time round it's gonna be different altogether because if they catch for instance drug seller and use you also everything they become bona fide property, they come to government. So these are other stringent measures the way government don't put for so
Thank
say.
you very much. Just you mentioned drug, which is a very hard thing for him. For me, don't count you, but honorable just don't bring us something where and just connect. We but this guy wouldn't the name wouldn't say Bully Juice. Well, the government through the police then say they not get Bully Juice, then get Umar Sharif. Now, we also don't see many tabloids across the world, reputable organization where they can't just write story without thoroughly researching about it, pointing clear finger. Even the Netherlands government, of course, there is extradition going there. Our government, our CEO's government, about that kind of fugitive and the fighter, is it not just double standard or hypocritical? You get 1 minute on this one before I jump onto.
Yes, this is not the issue I always say. It's not about branding, it's about what we can deliver. That then I purported name where they don't show. We all know how the effective issue of AI they work. I not go say yes, like AI can face or whatever. Like when the police they like
just
say
the country, not so.
They at all because police they don't do shots for them in every one here say if even if it show face now once it don't become a target, it not go there again because say white man very sensitive. They get their own method of doing underground in-house investigation where they go to track and down as long as they don't know they there. So for in your safety, low assume say na him be there. It not go there again because say this environment not safe for again. What it go do? It go change to another environment because it will always continue for them in the hiding. That now I will tell you without fear.
You're a lawmaker. You're a lawmaker. If there is a simple word we then say, abetting, abetting. If somebody commits a crime or that person EPA, I will give you a typical example. If somebody drive people, let's say I drive, for example, I drive somebody, he go commit a crime, maybe I pack me not go inside, let me drive a put on. The person go inside, go commit a crime, then catch that person, catch me. I commit a crime, not so.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Very good. Well, we don't see a lot of people there. We also don't they in this picture where we don't see them bring them to book for later EPWI or tell you who side Umar Sharif go. But anyway, maybe sometime you will tell me back more on that. I get one more minute on that. Why don't they bring them people that don't understand how this man, like he says, sometimes don't left the country according to you. Why them people are not EPWI now or many self can answer explain to me who said them be sabi at all? Because I'm sure you don't see those videos many times.
But just like
the question for me? Oh, no.
No, I just want to let him done your side before I jumped on your side. Yeah.
Now, like when you try for kill snake, when you not can have, you tell remember you don't appear under. When you not can have, you tell remember you don't appear under. Now this not the thing where they happen. But in reality, they are in shot of him. If only he's the one that is here, the one where they now and see him face. Like what we say, the police then when at the primary source of investigation, they say then Umar Sharif then get because that's the document where he used for come inside salon. Whether not Joe's or whatever name they know him now in Dutch government for and even the Umar Sharif where they say they don't know side day again. So that's the reality in ground.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Honorable Lisa gets 7 minutes, just like I don't get 7 minutes. That will be the last question anyway. I start with the Kush, and then we end up with a similar question of Bully Juice.
Clearly, we as opposition, we don't register with dissatisfaction with the Kush epidemic and the menace. And initially, before the state of emergency be declared, me and the member of parliament will be right to bring the notice to the House on the Kush issue, and I raised the question to the speaker. We at that time they form a committee. We invite the Inspector General and all the relevant authorities, the maritime, transportation, and all of them kind of parliament for answer. But of course, we also advise the government to declare a state of emergency, which then subsequently do. But we talk back, say, why would they support the government to declare a state of emergency? Not to just for declare a state of emergency and use them in other ways. Because because whenever a government gets a state of emergency, people of the opposition can become apprehensive about the misuse of authority. I would say because of the sensitive nature of this Kush issue, a state of emergency has to be declared. And we believe that once it's declared, more resources will be mobilized towards that fight. And the government, when they come with the bill and the state of emergency, they say they will build rehabilitation centers across the country. So to date, as Honorable states, we only talk about 2 or 3 rehabilitation centers. So 1 year after going to 2 years now, we still not get even rehabilitation centers across the country. The government will even rent because no need for bill. And can rent. People then get property there across the country. We then go one for collect rent from government, follow use as rehab centers. Government still need for do that. And we believe that the government has not been proactive in this fight. Of course, we talk and say the political will has to come from the president. So we're happy that the president come out and can make a statement recently again. But indeed, we need for do more in this fight. With the loss, we future generation of leaders. With the loss, we future generation of even people that will serve the society. Sierra Leone has one of the highest youth populations in the world. Africa in general gets 67% of the population are youth population. So if let's say we get 50 or 60% of them affected by this drug, then we hope for a huge challenge going forward. Secondly, I believe say the police, they're not for they go after the victims no more. Of course, they need for go outside and day so that then go get them. But like I will make it clear, they should not be arrested. They should be forwarded to rehabilitation centers. Always make it clear, say the distributors and the sellers are the one the way will get for wage war, for no wage war against. And even the police get for show them commitment. Because states, police not even put bounty on people they wouldn't believe say they do anything. If police put bounty on them people and some of them go point them who will come forward, they will pay the people who they point them. I think say that they will be very effective in going into communities for ensure that they do that. That's how we can empower the community. But how we go do that when we see police and SSF they pay the business? How we go do that? See that? Oh, see people that don't make a way of living now across the country. The drug issue is rampant. It is really rampant. The number of people that they handle by this drug business and boku. So the commitment na a war where we as communities and for mobilize. This is not a political, a partisan war. All are cuts across. All people there, whether you are red, green, yellow, or blue, you are affected by this push. And I believe say we need for mobilize or do. It's unfortunate that government say they don't believe in Omar Sharif they get in a salon. So if they believe in Omar Sharif they get in a salon, why would not still bring Omar Sharif to we law come ask him at parliament? Who ask him if you are Omar Sharif? In the full view of the public, when that is answered, they will not say yes, but it's just not in a salon. Videos and surface where people are in a club. Who that other person they will be in a club with them personalities and they. If it's not Omar Sharif, if it's not Bolis Just, who is he? So we police, they're not even not show say they're capable for manage this tier. They're not show it, they're not prove that they to we. And the need for proof that they to we. Salon, after the war, we believe say they call the police a force for good. So whose kind force to get in a salon now? Wait till today after 2 years, they don't bring no person for we. Who feel by the one they pay them video, where they beat somebody na one club. Who feel by the one who be they pay them picture, then take by day picture na one of them high club then a salon.
So when it comes to Bolijes's issue, now I don't understand. I'm not, of course, not have everybody extradition. Is there any way government, parliament gets any way for intervene, especially if the name of the country they in repute, and don't they in this sort of like Agoputa with name don't they get that? Yeah. Apart from this, I want to put some pancreas where it looks say like it gets rank, they smell because I'll give you example. I just see one article and just send one Nigerian who then catch again. With the girl for Kauda News itself, one of them this year. It come up from Sierra Leone, then catch out drugs. A few days ago, Nigeria, more than 22 million, more than 20 million cocaine, even though Port Authority pull paper say they're not guaranteed, they're not today. But it seems it's come out the point, the finger is still a point in that. The example there. So at the time for connect, because I know say parliament get power. Is there any way a time when they come like we name the pan smell or you get when they intervene? Is there any power from the parliament or learn ask people away stakeholders and then can answer a question for the people because now they represent we?
Clearly, 95, 96 of the constitution clear about parliamentary summon. So parliament they can summon them personalities and they like I tell you the last 10 parliament be summon the maritime and the ports, boss them and the police. So parliament need for do that again. And the excuse the other they give say the container not to come out empty and in weight, now so and so. That are not a tenable excuse, Dandy. Not a tenable excuse. The container left Salone. They go to Nigeria and defend that drug they. Then there's a way Sierra Leone is connected to it. Any reasonable person will believe that. I want to give an instance. Never in the history I don't ever can in America then ask me if I carry drugs. This last time I can in America, they asked me that question. You know what I mean? It means that we don't tarnish with character, we don't smear with image. So when we are angry that government is not doing enough, and when we are angry that Sierra Leone is used as a transit spot for drugs, we get reasonable reason for be angry over that. Because it affects every given Sierra Leonean. Okay. Now, as we speak, 30 days, countries they don't remove from this ban what they put in the American embassy for get visa. So what they talk say, what the ministry will kind of talk say, because people are not return, not only the only people that they return, but people that still get privilege for get visa for come America.
All right, thank you.
Because of the other things that we are tied in terms of our reputation, that is why you see a almost permanent ban on us for come. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Government needs to do more.
Yeah.
And we need to sit down there and not to buy just words.
All right, thank you very much. So, gentlemen, I already tapped the program, and as always, it's a pleasure having you guys. So we have a tradition here, a policy. We need to open the line and allow few calls. I don't know if you could spare. I don't know if you had to spare some time. Or I could take few calls there.
Sure.
All right. Okay. So we'll take 2 minutes break. When we come, we'll like turn for talk. If you just join me today, we look at key issue. We answer for understand. Would that really the police thing? Would that really they control the economy? Is it BO or the IMF or the World Bank? And we also look at the neutrality of the proposed ECSL boss. Where from this conversation, we don't can land say that is 99.999% say if them push on a parliament, it will most probably become the ECSL boss. But let's look at her, and we deal with Honorable Munoro. They represent the SLPP, and of course, we also deal with Honorable Mfa, they represent the APC. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok, we come, now you turn for talk. They can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. With love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one. Inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in, Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok.
No, well, we had said the first call. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
I call from Holland.
All right, you get 2
Slowly
minutes.
talk.
Go ahead.
We don't talk about the government in corruption, which is enormous. Obviously, it not get safe way for escape. And they're not only corrupt for thief the money, they even corrupt in administer them, policies them with the judgments them. For example, now laws they would put. For example, now we see Kamariba in case. Kamariba not kilo. They don't put for a warrant of arrest. They don't have right now. We see NSC will kill. They mistakenly release a prison. They put for a warrant of arrest. This man, when they say what this government say they want, this man go to Nigeria, Salon Embassy in Nigeria, go make the party. Can you imagine the man when they look for? You go make party videos, they all day around.
LSC?
This man make party in Nigeria Embassy. They don't all out.
LSC?
Yeah, LSC.
Yeah, I hear about that.
When matter be the campaign say be make pro there. How they look for? So the corruption is endemic. Secondly, this drugs business here, then all the people where they sell the drugs, the one that where they import the drugs, do not ever own one. Let the accept money for one big person where they pull this drug overseas and where accept it own. By rights, when they all the one where they sell them, let the one where they sell them and lead them to the one where they back to go buy to. This is how they fight drugs. These are the only SLP overseas, and they shut boats, one old ship. 2 hours, 3 hours, they said the police said,
okay, thank you very much.
Uncle Sule, when we now, so if they suspect you, Pamutoka, say that drugs, they go all 8 days, 1 week. They're not serious.
Thank you very much.
Not serious.
Yeah, we add another voice. Thank you very much. Yes. Call outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, Pakul from the home of the Cowboys. I salute you now.
Pakul, thank you for joining us. You got the platform. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, you're very welcome. Sierra Leone is for Sierra Leoneans. We'll make that clear, And also, we'll make another thing clear. Electoral justice is real. And we get, because the reason we get 84 plus 1 recommendations to be implemented. And after we don't implement all anything, trust me, electoral justice will prevail. And Dr. Samura.
Not electoral justice. Tomorrow,
no. Somebody may comment on that. I make a remote on that. Okay, now jump into something else now. Personally, I believe, say, Parliament don't fail the people of Sierra Leone big time. Why I say that? Parliament get the power for bring institution and camp, question them, put them on their toes, do checks and balances. But they are not doing that. That's how we get stronger institutions, by you putting them on their toes. Parliament don't let the people of Sierra Leone down big time, and they will be at least held accountable one day for that. Let's get to another thing. Pauper, they don't succeed for divide Sierra Leone. And the danger here is that psychological division where they don't create is very, very dangerous. So one question for both guys. When I get the courage for resign, if when I feel say when I find myself in a corrupt system, if I answer like yes or no, why? Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
God bless you too. Thank you. And we'll take another voice. Yes, Abdul from the UK. Sorry, Abdul from the US. Thank you.
No, I will transfer because it's not the second way you want me for transfer. Goody, I will transfer my brother, Didi.
No,
goes to me.
Yeah. I meet one brother na salon outing. At Istanbul. Now say all day they listen to your program. I think a salon outing, one of the biggest outing. But anyway, take your call. Go ahead. Take your time. Yeah. Thank you.
We get some agreements here that when we bring people in come, we need to respect them. Certain times we need to advise them too, Mr. Komon-Tok. To the two honorables them, where una dey na they talk. And also una they talk for the people of Sierra Leone. But most importantly, una members say una get family in our house. You know, if you get an honorable, they circumvent the truth. You know, you get to remember say in West they listen, in Peking they listen. And some of the things they say way wrong. Sometimes that Peking not get mind for tell you. The West not get mind for tell you. You know? But they know they feel good about them. Most importantly, una conscience and God. That's the most important one. Say what you they say. I hope say God will accept them for me. Say this is the truth, and I satisfy my conscience. But for beginning now, you talk about people country where you know much, but you know fine. And to be honest with you, if me decide today, I say I go pan politics. That's not like I tell you. I go get a team of lawyers because I'll get that money there. I will get researcher where they do everything for me so that when I will come out to say something, I will say something factual. Now, let's address the APC person. Waiting ECSL and PPRC, they do so towards the APC, is not good. It just take in mind, we say this will be a rerun of 2023. And 2028 will look like. Now, what thing I will try for say is that I understand say PPRC just don't find one of una member. So be honest to you, my brother. If una pay that money, me go again down are useless. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Will you take another voice? Yes, call outside. Yes, call outside. They call from?
Yes, well, it's got call from the UK. I mean, Abdul.
Yeah, Abdul from the UK. Now we get Abdul from the US, Abdul from the UK. Now you Abdul.
UK.
Yeah.
UK.
Abdul from the UK. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, one caller from the US, Abdul, call, one concur with all with this say. But my main issue also, now the APC, you know. I mean, this, now we too say exactly don't make it happen so. This, this tripartite committee, you know, then it downplay the steering committee, yeah? The people who they implement the agreement. So Pauper don't begin the game back. And APC, all they do now lip service. APC get to understand, say power belongs to the people. Then get to stand up. Why is then the grumble? Pauper they go on, say now the law. How then go get a steering committee? Pauper, now he select the people in APC, we for go represent the APC. How come APC then sit down by the steering committee? This is undone. At least they do the same last tell people and he complain. APC get for man up. Pauper don't do the game. In fact, they laugh APC, say, but they want to talk, then get for talk. APC really get for stand up if they want, not for violence, but they get for stand up to Pauper. What will happen, enough for happen. And now from now, if they allow this process go on, yeah, they implement what Pauper implement, then talk to them in a corner, or they not even stand up for the people, then salon is done. Yeah. So do you even the media them, the interview them people there, yeah? And this not only not limited to you, even Salon and the other one, they put the APC under serious pressure. APC no get resource, yeah? They don't get the loan at the hand. Now the people's power then get no more. I can see, especially Salon, yeah. I can see also let them do investigation and journalists there. The media let them tell people say, well, now so now fail the MCC. Now get with the C. Now this one now the C. But always then they ask APC. Now peace, no more. Whatever APC they say, reaction to what people
the C. Thank you very much, my brother.
So anyway, okay, boss.
Yeah, we had another voice. Yes, so yes, call outside. Call from.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok. This is the Queen Mother from UK.
Queen Mother, thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you so much. At the beginning with the Mr. SLP, sorry if I call him Mr. SLP, I don't remember the name again.
Abdul Monoro, Honorable Abdul Monoro.
Okay, Honorable Abdul. Now we talk first about corruption. You say now when they come with laws there. But I get to tell you, when they fail for implement those laws, I think the good thing about Una is only talking, but when they fail for act. It's nothing to say, because I will bring the law. And I will say you support corruption because you say only ECSL now then get the right for announced results. So you want to tell me say with or without results. So if they announce, that's what we have to go with along. Then that you don't support corruption. The next thing I want to talk about you about the drug baron winner, Bolly Jones. How a country they go get a criminal When I get people there where they know where this man they about, when I not call them, when I ask this man they, then out of my own watch, the man left the country. I don't believe you, Mr. Abdul. Then I talk back also about the drugs that we're going to the country. What you don't do? Nothing. Just like what they been say earlier, when I only the arrest, the small petty one, the innocent one, them, the hierarchy, when I left them. And then at the fault. If we not go like what they say, if we go into the root analysis, if you don't go there, how the problem will solve.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so now my own contribution is thank you so much, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah, thank you, Queen Mother. All right. Okay, we'll take 3 more calls and then we give chance to panelists and for add them voice. Yes, yes, yeah. Ahmed from the UK. Ahmed, you get the platform.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening.
Okay, all right. Okay, I think you don't come before Ahmed anyway. Go ahead. Yes, Hafiz. You get.
Yeah, this is not a concern caller. The call from Kono.
Okay, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother. One thing I did tell you, you see that Golokata where they had this tripartite. That man a dangerous man. Believe in me, and let Golokata know say Sierra Leone not belongs to one party. Sierra Leone belongs to Sierra Leonean people. If they put you in that position for serve, do good work for at least in the argument this morning, tell me and the Secretary General of the APC in Liberty. Yeah, because what thing they do na the tripartite, they cherry pick certain things the way they fit to say is good for the government and they implement. And the tripartite recommendation 78, we talk which form of elections who would they go. Long term, the first conference with the hold na Bank of Sierra Leone complex. The civil society votes and the other political party in favor of the first past the post. But still, these people they stay for push for like we use PR system. We can use that same Dabaru business way they use now the 2023 election. You know one thing, I feel sorry for the current executive. Because the post is a way go initiate this dialogue. They ever see ourselves say like saying as a body way they perfect for implement this tripartite recommendation when Dr. Samura Kamara. Where then it's so sad for the people the way they see then they felt electoral justice. Mr. Komon-Tok, this current executive, he don't go through a lot. If you look at what they do, now for they come together now for
okay, the day where SLPP knows the APC,
they all don't come together.
Thank you very much.
They come on and share.
Thank you very much. All right, so they don't take no more now. 2 more calls, then they will wrap up the program. Just 2 more calls. Okay. Oh, Mr. Son. All right. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. Okay, Ahmed, you need for call by please because the line seems to be 2 calls and they come together. So the line. Okay, let's just take this one. No worry, we will spare you as the last caller. Yes, caller, outside the call from.
Yeah, this is my concern, Selena. They call from the US.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, concern Salon. Selena.
Yeah, my brother. Now, thank you for the good work we they do. You see, I really want for the support with Abdul. And one thing I go make clear now, so I'm glad the way they call them and honorable and they, to attention. They remind them that they get family within our house where they watch them. One thing I will tell you for free, my brother, that we politicians, these present days politicians, in that country, they not get integrity. Trust me. And the only politician right now I get respect for another country, now Solomon Jamiru, because now the only man that we don't see, they with him a regime, we don't say no, they work they know they perform well. He resign. They not look say, oh, they're doing a power right now, instead they get which they get, you know. But with politicians, they not get integrity at all. They not even they think say, even if you're not only accountable, but them the way they will meet God, they will pay for all everything we done they happen under their watch. If look at the APC MP, they even they scared for mention Mother View in the way they talk about that drug lord. So they don't see club the first. If for mention say they don't see a church with Mother Bio, they don't see a Mother Bio in farm with him, picking their knowledge of the Mother Bio get direct connection with this drug lord in the country. The records are there. I'm not sure anything where you get for scared of or make mention. You see, this not the two make people as they feel to say APC set na corporate when they come into fight against drugs in that country. The Mother Bio no once mention about cocaine in that country. All the time go talk about kush, but no go mention cocaine because you know say cocaine is self connect with them directly. They don't can smell the name of the country, but nothing to nothing they know they do. They're able for someone whosoever them for someone the parliamentary the power with them get, but unfortunately they don't know anything they get. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. All right. Yes, call outside they call from.
Hello.
Yes, who side they call from?
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you very much, brother. Amina Ahmed, and they call from UK.
You get the platform here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you, my brother. And thanks to their MPs, their way can represent the various parties. And listen, my brother, you know, Sierra Leone, it is a crime scene in our country. The people that we hold the law, we for be honest to the people. These are the MPs. We may, you know, which are a member of parliament and UK now, Saudi. But we don't see this. And the terrible things, the very APC party will decide for move on to 2028, which me, Naya, I get doubts. Because what happened in 2023, we know say it wrong. And we can never accept that. The most time when they talk, they give us, then they blame, we say, we did the diaspora, now we did talk this and stuff. But not the right thing. Because we worry how the country they go. Because if you see what they happen, so all to today, we economy they down, me you did drugs don't ravage the nation based on all of this, you know, this crooked way of politics. And the people who are frustrating, that's that country today. The one key decision is the parliament. But today, look what happened. Look at the parliament. Look at the corrupt system where they go on. Then therefore, even someone, even the IG, asks about this drug lord. All of them think they are. But they really do this. The ID for 2020. Look like how they say them go along. What this man who don't talk? What don't wash, we don't pass, we pass what like Mara talk. So what guys tell you what in the ID for 2028? Wait for me, it's not terrible. We don't see nothing like 2028 until these people they come back to the senses and hold this government accountable for what happened in 2023. We are not stupid. Many people don't take it for granted. How could we make an election not get results? They will show for God. It's not possible.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we will just take one more call. Now will be the bonus call. This could be from because this one from Australia. We don't take one more. This could be the last call for tonight. Last call from tonight. This will be the last call. Yes. Okay. I'll just see. Okay. All right. So okay, this will be the last call. For tonight.
Thank you so much, Mr. Komon-Tok. I had a call from Australia.
Thank you for joining our slides.
Okay. Thank you so much for the good job. And either way, you know, I want to say thank you to we guests them. And we're glad when they come, we get decent conversation. Then they learn from we serve the learn from them. We are with the big una, you know. Now they come to the platform, una share, una subscribe, una serve the politicians them. No, they meet once in a while. No, we talk, we learn from una learn from we. I don't get no comment to make today, but I just want to say thank you to both of you guys and thank you to Mr. Komon-Tok. God bless.
God bless. Thank you very much. So, family, I will apologize because of time. We don't switch the line. We hope for we to get long time, but unfortunately, the time not can permit we for that we take more calls then. And we also will pay attention on the okay, let Guna first the mic so that Una go answer those calls there. I hope so they take notes and people and with this they raise concerns, say then one long they answer the questions because not all these are just general. Most of the politicians they already couch there, you know they answer the questions. So please and say each time when I come, we'll ask that so I answer the question. Then really stress on that. So I'll go make an maybe 3 minutes. I'll start with you, Honorable Munoro. 3 minutes on, or maybe 4 minutes at maximum 5 minutes because they call some a little bit for like able expand if you get anything for hard day. No, they get you. They get you.
Open them.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you very much. I want to tell the last caller plenty thank you because most times they call me for can't talk, but who come, then they tell we say politician they lack integrity, but yet they why you with the politician they talk. Sometimes and they will go for the control how they alter we statement them because now represent who they represent, but if they come for can represent and give the views where we think say good, now we impart, then they say we lack integrity, but then in the opinion and get right to them. And the other person talk about the PR system that we still try for force the PR system. The PR system is not beneficial to one party. Honorable do I don't die, APC honorable don't kai side. That is how easy and sweet the PR system is. And the other person they talk about what we don't do about the drug system, we not catch no big person yet. How you go catch big person when you not get evidence? They say he who asserts must prove. Other way they point and per big person, count the evidence, video the evidence, let you link them clearly to the person where you think say they count the drugs and see what thing government will do on that side. And the next person they say if election is announced and you are dissatisfied, what will you do? We know say what you go do if they announce result you dissatisfied, not to forgo and treat. The court is for you. The Supreme Court is there for file your petition and then you will get an answer where now only the courts get the mandate and power for revoke any election. Beside that, it not go ever happen. And then the other person, they talk about the leadership they will get, say, now SLPP appoint the APC leadership. They know APC that they appoint the leadership them. And if they want anything, we forget representative from the APC. Now the APC leadership that they use. Now make if you watch that they use the leader of the opposition at parliament when Abdul Kabo, and they use other leaders then within the APC. They use the mayor when are part of the representative. So Uda Iwale they use now the people where they don't entrust with the mandate. And the other person say the PPRC, if the APC go pay any money to PPRC, it shows say they not get any readiness in themselves. And the thing I want to tell that person then are the fact that we get for respect to institution, and I would cry down corruption. If we not respect the anti-corruption commission, for instance, how we get a better fight for corruption. So another thing they are, and the other callers them, for instance, this person they say government is corrupt, and government is not one person. Even you, the individual, you are part of government, and so you back also the part of government. So if government corrupt, just consider yourself to be a corrupt person. So in some way, to me one saying that we ready for continue. Me time still at the watch arm, 1 minute. We ready for continue in leadership, and we assure the people and say with the new chairman, when is Chairman Batilo Songa, and they put all the mechanism in place. Now make the first lead all resign from the office for sit down at the party office for make sure say it make the thing the way we need for make sure say we continue for dinner power and deliver for the people the good thing they all they deliver. We make Berry Bridge, we don't make Mabam Bridge, we make plenty other bridges, and now we try for out food sufficiency in the country. I tell you now, plenty thank you as we go meet again for information. Thank you.
Okay, so I think the area of the evidence we've seen, wouldn't they say, ironclad evidence in many areas, and sometimes we therefore be very serious to take the people in serious. Now, the reason we make you define out say people and the trust level between government and the people is low. It's painful this age of AI technology, internet. For let somebody just they try for, manipulate you. They feel bad. For example, this video will be go viral. I'm sure you says this now Alusan Kane and Alusan Kane and the two commissioners anyway. These are the two commissioners. I mean, immigration boss at the end of the day. So what some people they say, we know say government by in theory they no one drug, they don't declare national emergency. All this kind is fine, it's beautiful. There are laws there for you fine. But if we are serious enough, we see people like they are with the highest level when it comes to managing with security, with passport. We see the party with this person when they say Umar Sharif or Bodijo, as the case may be. They're not for just left them so far, then you know enough. Therefore, call them. Yes, let them help in the investigation. But if they just left them just like that, and you used to say no, say people and they watch and they see, they're not gonna feel pleased. Absolutely. That is why people and they get angry because governments no seems to be doing the right thing. But anyway, thank you for answering those questions. Yeah, you said at the same time as we round up the program now. I think you mute. I think you mute.
Okay. So I want first of all appreciate the callers them for take the time for listening to we. And of course, by extension, I appreciate the person from Australia. We say yes, we definitely for reciprocate in knowledge sharing. And I think say that will help with a lot. But of course, so I will take them from the bottom, then I'll go to the top. And the caller again from US talk about politicians lacking integrity. I want for say yes, we get politicians who lack integrity, we get politicians that will get integrity. But I can always say this, that if you're a person that do not have integrity before you go into politics, naturally, when you're in politics, you'll be somebody who not get integrity. And of course, we definitely get respect for Solomon Jamiru, where he resigned. I share that respect there with this person. And of course, they say I not talk about the family, first family and the drug. Not because of fear, I just not recall when I did give me statement. But not to secret, it's open knowledge that they don't see this person with them claims in a Omar Sheriff with the president at church. They don't see on a farm. And as I be make me statement, I say, would I ever then say then Sabi would then get, let them bring account to parliament, law can question the person in the full view of the public. So if this caller apostle they follow me, you know, say I'm not afraid for talk the truth. I also appreciate the caller from the other concerned citizen. We say he appreciates we, and we self appreciate them. Also, Abdul from US. Yes, everybody will be held accountable. Like I talk and clear that this time around, people will not be hiding under the saying SLPP do this. If they give you a government position and you do them for disfavor the opposition, you know, say you yourself get for hold you accountable. And just like the chairman make a statement, was very unfortunate. Say then get the police, then get ONS. I want to say the police, the ONS, the military are for the people of Sierra Leone. It is not for the government. Their responsibility is to serve the state and not the government. And I'll be making clear, Section 5 say sovereignty belongs to the people. And the people, and they give that sovereignty to government. So when the government fail on delivering on that mandate, the way these people they don't give you, the people will take it. So at the talk and say the next election is not about APC and SLPP. The next election is about Sierra Leone and all the people there we want to continue for keep we in this rogue system. All Sierra Leoneans there. So Sierra Leoneans them we no want follow continue for in this rogue system against the one there we want to continue to keep we in the rogue system. Also the other caller talk about the tripartite. The tripartite and that committee and secretariat then form during the that conversation of national unity. And when then we go to the tripartite, we get a chief negotiator. And if you see recently, the party write that being that the chief co-negotiator when Dr. Samuel Kama not present, then call for let replace her with Dr. Kaifala Mara, who is now the chief co-negotiator. I go and tell back say me na possible get internal waiting and call of voting they happen and then committee meeting because me na the possibility represent Honorable Adukabo, by the meeting in the, and we'd already raise that concern in the that one is only 3 people from APC, and the rest of the people you can get 20 people inside the room who are SLPP. And I can always remind them, say, what we are doing here is for the people of Sierra Leone and for our very selves. And that whatever we do here, if we not do it right and consistent with what the people of Sierra Leone expect, remember that we may be chased tomorrow. So whether you're APC, you're SLPP, if you're in this room, you will be chased tomorrow if you do the wrong thing. And that is why we party now, not say only we replace the chief negotiator or the co-chief negotiator with Dr. Kaifala Mara, but we also request that they add 9 more members to that committee day. And I want to make it clear back, the party did not choose the mayor, the leader of the opposition, and the mayor of Makeni to be in that committee. It was the partners, the development partners, and they recommend them. I had a meeting with the American ambassador who make it clear, say, at the time, the person will be the lead we be say, let the government implement. It was them that recommended that we should have some representatives from the opposition to be there. So being that we are where we are now, we all party don't request that we add more people into that committee day. And this is where we are. And like the caller, they talk about the recommendations. We get other recommendations that tripartite way past the 78, which we therefore do with electoral commissioners, and whether they for resign and whether they for conduct another election in Sierra Leone. Those also have to be taken into consideration, and it has to be serious, because somebody who don't by election where the whole world believe say na a rigged election, that person did not preside over election. Now make Edmond Alpha enough for be with chief electoral commissioner by the next election. And the other caller, I think the tripartite, Abdul from UK talk about tripartite, Abdul from the US talked about the accountability, and of course Pakol say members of parliament don't fail. But I tell them, as I stated earlier, that when we call for the president for declare state of emergency, the IG was invited to parliament. Now someone and someone, the maritime boss was summoned to parliament. The transportation, then at the aviation was summoned. The ports were summoned. The chief medical officer was summoned. So we summoned beaucoup people in our parliament that time before the state of emergency declared. Yes, we need for someone them back, because 1 year to 2 years now after that we will not see progress in this fight. And the focus should not be on the victims. The focus should be on the users. And indeed, we talk about kush, but we are tied, and our country is being tied to cocaine. Because anytime they see something they left, when they see a salon come up from, a cocaine they talk about. If na cocaine, it pass through airport, it pass through port. They talk about, they show one video just then days away, they put cocaine inside candy. So salon, image has been smeared. The president say he don't travel a length and breadth of the world for go clean his image. But the image what this present government are left with, it worse than the image where they inherit from the APC. So I don't know whose image they try for claim, and I don't believe say they don't clean the image. Only that in traveling, don't add to we bloated wage, we travel, don't account for all the expenditure of this government they spend, where they lead to them for continue for borrow, where go left the debt to the average Sierra Leonean as they left. But I make it clear that in 2028, the people of Sierra Leone, they're ready for a regime change. The people of Sierra Leone ready for replace this government, because this government, for the SLPP, it don't fail Sierra Leone, and the direction whether they take we is not one any Sierra Leonean will be proud of. I thank you very much for the time.
All right, thank you very much. So Fambule, I know say una the commenters una say if I don't put una 2-3 comments and a problem, let us take 4 and we'll save time. So we Connor, they say Ethiopia just built the largest hydroelectricity costing over $2 billion without any loans. This one they come out say This one they come up from Sissy Cole. It say integrity is the key to our success as a nation. And we also they see this one they come up from Elizabeth. They say if the president fails to bring the drug law to parliament, can parliament ask the president and the authorities concerned to bring whoever they have to help clear the name of Sierra Leone? And this one they come out from Murray. It said the current IG are not clean pan this drug business. How come the IG for become so rich overnight? And this one they say Bobson, they say what's in this Brad they talk way within Mohammed Conan no hell accountable now. The same thing go happen always. And all right, let's just take this last one. Jerry, they say acting electoral commissioner Mr. Alpha has nailed his collar to the mast. He was one of the commissioner who made a 5-finger gesture to Marabio prior to the 2023 elections. And this last one will come up from Julius. He said EU gave money to civil societies, journalists, and others to sensitize the people about the tripartite recommendation. Today, the committee is doing the same work. Where is the money given to these groups? All right, so now they tap the program on the other side. I think one of the guests instead of left way now. Yes, in case you want comment on those before we say goodbye.
Yeah, then clearly, I think we believe integrity now one way every Sierra Leonean for beer, and I believe as a nation we need for work on that. Politics aside, politicians aside, as a nation, and somebody who don't leave Salone, and I don't understand the problems all get in Salone, that is bigger than just the politicians, even though, yes, the leadership of that should come up from the top, and leadership for come up from the president, and we all way they serve people there, because through the actions, we will set brighter examples. But we need to work on we as a people, or see how we will get more Sierra Leoneans there, will encompass high in terms of integrity, that when they go in their respective offices, even not just as members of parliament or ministers or presidents, then go able to do something we will benefit Salone. Because the level of corruption in the offices of people who ever dreams in a politician, whether a regular civil servant, is so massive. If you look at all the stealing where they go to NRA, most of them, bulk of them, the people that did it, now people that will consider politicians, but they are part of the crime where they happen at the country. Not to say the politicians do not get big responsibility. They do have a bigger responsibility, but we have a big responsibility for see how we go think patriotic na Salone and try for see how we work honestly for we country and change the narrative of we country.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable. It's been a pleasure to get on the platform. We hope we're gonna back not too far again, not to like months. Anyway, thank you. So, Fambul, now I will tap the program today, and we'll be there with Honorable Dr. Umfa. They represent the APC, and we'll also be there with Honorable Abdul Monoro. We just on left way. Well, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Tomorrow we broadcast the program here for a very long time. People in the say, Samuel Kamara, no, they talk. Well, tomorrow, look like say you want to talk. We'll all listen by what you want to talk so that we go know. Until then, now bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama Salone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make Salone. Anytime where you stay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tangawan, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this
From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks we no go shy. Talk. We dey talk and right, we dey talk and clear. From Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Come on, talk. Come on, make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. That we voice we do. Come on, talk, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Choice from politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Come on, talk, place to be, we dey yarn and care for you and me. Come on, talk, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we no go lie. Now come on, talk, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, come on, talk, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Come on, talk, this how we voice. Army supreme, make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we dey come from. Come on, talk, place to be, we dey yarn and prayer for you and me. Come on, talk, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we dey yarn for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Come on, talk together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on, talk, where the minds go meet. Come on, talk, this how we voice. Army soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to